This is day 2 of Advent of Cyber 2025, and this challenge is called Phishing. Merry Clickmas. In light of several recent cyber security threats against the Best Festival company, the local red team has scheduled several penetration tests. The red team has proceeded to carry out a regular penetration test against the TBFC. Part of this exercise is to ensure that the employees are diligent when clicking links and the company is well protected against the latest phishing attacks. This type of authorized phishing is a proven way to learn whether the cybersecurity awareness training has fruited. This task, you'll be part of the TBFC local red team, the L's Recon McRed, Exploit McRed, and Pivot McRed. You will help them plan and execute their phishing campaign. It is time to see if more cybersecurity awareness training is required. Learning objectives for this challenge are to understand what social engineering is, learn the types of phishing, explore how red teams create fake login pages, and use the social engineer toolkit to send a phishing email. So for this one, we will need to use the attack box, and there will be a VM which we need to start. So we can start our virtual machine here, and then we can start our attack box by clicking here. So we have started them, so we can click check. Social engineering. Social engineering refers to manipulating a user to make a mistake. Examples of such mistakes include sharing a password, opening a malicious file, and approving a payment. The term social means that the target of such an attack is human beings, not computer systems. Consequently, the attacker relies on psychological tricks to get the target user to cooperate. Some psychological factors that can play a key role in the success of such attacks are urgency, curiosity, and authority. This is why some would refer to social engineering as human hacking. Phishing. Phishing is a subset of social engineering in which the communication medium is mostly messages. At one point, the most common phishing attacks happened via email. However, the spread of smartphones, along with ubiquitous internet access, has spread phishing to short messages, smishing, voice calls, vishing, and QR codes, quishing, and social media direct messages. The attacker's purpose is to make the target user click, open, or reply to a message so that the attacker can steal information, money, or access. Unfortunately, phishing attacks are becoming hard to spot. Even careful people might fall target to such attacks if they don't exercise proper care. TBFC cybersecurity awareness training teaches users about 2 anti-phishing mnemonics written as stop. The first stop is from All Things Secured, which tells users to ask the following questions before acting on an email. Suspicious? Telling me to click something? Offering me an amazing deal? Pushing me to do something. The second stop reminds users to follow the following instructions. Slow down. Scammers run on your adrenaline. Type the address yourself. Don't use the message's link. Open nothing unexpected. Verify first. And prove the sender. Check the real from address number, not just the display name. After hours of periodic cybersecurity training, Red Team checks to see if the TBFC staff can dodge fishy emails. Building the trap. You must sound very convincing as a penetration tester for a successful phishing attack. It's not only how you write the phishing email or messages, but also how you set up the trap for the target. The trap can be anything, depending on your objectives and the research you conduct on the target. Sometimes attackers aim to compromise the target's machine. They achieve this by attacking a malicious file to their phishing email. Attackers sometimes craft a web page that mimics a legitimate login page to steal the target's credentials. In this task, we aim to acquire the target's user login credentials. Our trap would be a fake TBFC portal login page, which we attach to the phishing email and send to the target. But a login page itself is not enough. We need to host it and implement some logic to capture the credentials by the target. To facilitate your task, we've already set up a script that, when run, will host a fake web page. For any login page we create, we'll capture all the credentials entered into the page. The script is already placed on the attack box at rooms AOC 2035 802. Alternatively, if you want to use your own TryHackMe VPN connected machine, you can download the script by the Download Task Files button below. Make sure to keep both files in the same directory. So in our attack box, we'll bring up brand new terminal. We will navigate to rooms, so tilde rooms AOC 2025, then day 02. Inside here, we'll do /server.py, and it's now showing us that server's running on port 8000 of our machine. We can also open up a web browser and then go to this page by using our attack box IP address and then port 8000 to verify it. So if we enter it into the, I'm just going to copy it from here, open up the sidebar, open the clipboard, put that there. Now inside the attack box, we can paste it into the URL, and we can see we've got the portal. Delivering via social engineer toolkit. As our phishing page is ready, we can now prepare and send the phishing email to our target users. Sending it from our personal email is the worst idea. Ideally, the email should appear to be coming from a legitimate looking sender. For example, we can pretend to be somebody the target user trusts or expects to get such an email from. The more a phishing email appears realistic, the more likely it is for the target user to believe it and get phished. The question is how we can send a realistic looking email that contains our fake login page. So one solution is to use the Social Engineer Toolkit, which is an open source tool primarily designed by David Kennedy for social engineering attacks. It offers a wide range of features. In particular, lets you compose and send a phishing email. In the current scenario, we'll use this tool to create and send a phishing email to the target user. Let's start creating the phishing email through the set tool. But before you use this tool, please remember that it will involve multiple steps, each asking different questions about the phishing email you intend to send. So please be patient and follow along the process. So what we'll do is open up a new terminal, and inside of here we'll type set toolkit. It's SE toolkit, not set toolkit. And we can see it's now come up. It says once you type it in, it'll present you with a menu, multiple options. At the bottom you see set arrow like so. So we are doing social engineering attacks, which we are meant to type 1 in for. So we've selected social engineering, and we want to do the mass mailer attack. So that is 5. So we can choose whether we mass send emails to a single email address or just mass mailer, and we are to do 1. So it goes to a single email address. So the information that we are going to be entering is all listed here. So we're sending the email to factory@wareville.thm. And it's important to verify we've written everything correctly. So factory@wareville.thm. Enter. We will use our own server or open relay to send it. So that's option 2. Our from address will be updates@flyingear.thm. Once again, we'll double check. Updates@flyingear.thm. That looks correct. We'll set our from name to be flying ear. For the open relay username, we leave as blank. Password, leave as blank. For the SMTP server, it's listing this IP address, which is most likely the virtual machine we started. So we enter that IP address in. For me, it's 10.48.131.243. And for port number, use the default port 25. So now we're looking at if we want to send it as a priority or attach a file. So it won't be sent as priority. We will not attach a file, and we will not attach an inline file. And now we'll set the email subject as shipping schedule changes. Like that. So it's asking us to send it as HTML plaintext. Default is P, which we want. It's plaintext. Press enter. Enter the body of the message and create a type convincing message. So the main thing here is we just need to include the URL to the website we have running on this machine. So that is this IP here. If you don't have it copied from before, copy it here. Open up this sidebar in the text box. Then open up the clipboard and you paste it to there. Then you can paste it into your terminal. Now next line of body, and it seems like we have to do type end for it to stop, which now looks like it's all done. If we press enter, it should send the email, and in our other terminal, we should be able to see someone access it at some point. So open the terminal where our server.py script is running. Let's see if the user gets trapped and sends its credentials. So we have to wait 1 to 2 minutes and observe the terminal for any credentials entered by the user. To the TBFC Red Team surprise, we received at least 1 set of working credentials. This result is alarming. It means that an adversary could succeed in a similar attack if it has not already been done. Considering the received credentials, if an adversary gains such access, it can easily wreck the whole gift delivery system. It is vital to check if such an attack has taken place and act accordingly. So it doesn't look like we've received credentials yet. I was about to retry it, but there we go. We've now captured the credentials. The password you can see there is unranked-wisdom-anthem. We've captured the credentials, and we can see the password there is unranked-wisdom-anthem is correct. So it wants us to browse through this address. We'll bring up our web browser again. Oh, I forgot that I need to go here and then paste it in first. Now it's in the clipboard. And if we try login with the user, then unranked-wisdom-anthem, login with that. Actually, we're meant to use factory user and then use that same password to see if they're reusing that password elsewhere, which we can see they are. So What is the total number of toys expected for delivery? So let's take a look at, this is the email that we sent. But then here's another email of theirs. And we can see by searching through the email, it's requested for 1,984,000 units. So 1984000, which is correct. And that is day 2 of Advent of Cyber 2025 completed. Like this video, make sure to like and subscribe.